Well, good evening, everyone. It's Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 7th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Saturday out there so far. Everybody had a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather. Cut the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at this storm system here stretching from Ohio all the way down into northern Georgia and also moving into South Carolina. Just look to bring some severe weather across the state as this line continues to push east. We'll show you the Columbia, South Carolina weather radar at the end of the broadcast cycle, so stick around through that as well. We got one storm system here moving off into the northeast towards St. John's Island, Nova Scotia region, New Brunswick. That'll move into that vicinity. More activity over central tropical Atlantic, some around Cuba. Scattered activity over South America and also Central America. There's a couple of systems here down in the Eastern Pacific that could become some kind of tropical cyclone in the next few days, so we'll continue to monitor that. There's another system here as well. Need to monitor that also. Got a little system here moving across South Canada, stretching into Minnesota, North and South Dakota, and a little bit in portion of Montana. The heat building out west, you can see, is kind of suppressing a lot of that activity from the western U.S. Over toward portions of the central U.S. Got a lot of heat kind of compressing a lot of thunderstorm activity, a lot of sinking air that's not producing that much precipitation in that portion of the country, but cannot rule out a spotty shower or storm in that area as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as you can see here, we got some thunderstorms and showers from portions of South Canada around Toronto, Ottawa, also portions of Lake Superior, Lake Huron, over toward Michigan, also Minnesota, North and South Dakota, South Canada, like Iowa, also Nebraska, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, and California. Got some scattered activity there as well. Also a little bit in South Texas, and also northern Mexico, excuse me. And also, well, northeastern New Mexico also. Alright, Kansas to Texas to Florida to the Carolinas all the way to New York State. We got some shower activity and thunderstorms as well. Also, we got some heavy rain, flash flooding over portions of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Then again from Pennsylvania to Ohio to West Virginia to D.C., Delaware, and Northern Virginia. Severe weather from portions of Texas all the way to Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, and Kansas, and Oklahoma. Then again from southeast Alabama to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and the coastal waters there as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, here's your Monday outlook. You can see we got thunderstorms and showers for southeast Canada, around Ottawa and Toronto, Canada, stretching through New York State to Pennsylvania to South to North Carolina, coastal waters, Florida, northern Gulf to Louisiana to Texas to New Mexico, Colorado, Oklahoma, Ohio, Michigan, around Lake Superior, Lake Huron, also toward Wisconsin, Minnesota, northern Illinois. Got some scattered activity in portion of Utah, Oregon, and northern California, and also more activity in Colorado as well. Severe weather possible from southern Ohio to West Virginia to Kentucky to Tennessee to eastern Louisiana, Arkansas to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and portions of North Carolina for your Monday. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, here's a look at your current watches warning advisory map of your location across the nation. Alright, you can see we got a lot of air quality alerts on the board here. You can see up here in Maine to New Hampshire, down to New York State, also along the coastal waters of Long Island area, and also New York City. Also a little bit in Ohio, and also a portion of Indiana, all of Minnesota. We have some flash flood watches in effect from portion of Pennsylvania, southeastern Ohio, and northern West Virginia. We got that severe thunderstorm watch for a couple counties, eastern Tennessee, western North Carolina, also for Georgia and central and western South Carolina. Around the Columbia metro area, you're included in that severe thunderstorm watch now. They extended it to 11 p.m. in that vicinity, but if you're east of there right now, nothing yet, but would not be surprised. They could add us later excuse me, later on in the forecast or during the evening hours. It could extend a little further to the east. Right now, the line of severe thunderstorms is in the upstates, in the central Georgia, and that will continue to push on off into the central Savannah River area, upstate South Carolina, and the Midlands of South Carolina in the next several hours to come. Alright, we got the river flood warning still in effect from Missouri to Kansas to Oklahoma to Arkansas, Louisiana, and East Texas. We got a couple severe thunderstorm warnings and watches in effect from North Texas, northeastern New Mexico. Heat advisories over West Texas, portions of northern California, portions of Oregon, some over Washington State, also northern Idaho. Also, we have some red flag warnings for areas of northeastern areas of Montana. Got a few severe thunderstorm warnings in Minnesota, special weather statement for South and North Dakota. We got some flood warnings in effect for Missouri, and also some heat watches in effect for portions of southern Nevada and southern California. Air quality alerts also in portions of Arizona. Alrighty, well, we got a little bit of small craft advisories up here around the Long Island and Boston area. There's that special marine warning along the North Carolina coast. And there's a special weather statement inland areas of North Carolina. Alright, a little bit along the Oregon coast, small craft advisories. Excuse me. High surf warnings around the Alaska region, small craft advisories around the Alaska area, winter storm warnings, and special weather statements there as well. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Sunday. Alright, you can see we got some general thunderstorm from Oregon to portion of Cedar City, Utah, all the way to Duluth, Michigan, to Rochester, New York, Buffalo, to Nashville, Tennessee. Marginal rift from Denver, Colorado to Fort Stockton, all the way to Chicago, Illinois, to Mobile, Alabama, to Roanoke, Virginia, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Slight risk stretching from Washington, D.C. to Columbia, South Carolina, to Dalton, Alabama. Then again from Hannibal, portion Missouri, right on Hannibal, Illinois, and Missouri area, to Greenville, Mississippi, to just north of Midlands, Texas, Lubbock. And then we have a moderate risk around Fort Steele, Wichita Falls area as well. Tornado probability looks like this. Alright, we got 5 and 15% across portions of Washington, D.C., down in portion of northern North Carolina. Hannibal to Shreveport to Abilene, 2%. Then from Amarillo to Norman, Oklahoma, 5%. Damaging wind look like this. Alright, we have a 30 and 45% over Texas and Oklahoma. And then 5 and 15% from portion of Colorado to Texas to the Carolinas, all the way up to Philadelphia for damaging winds. Large hail looks like this. 5% from Washington, D.C. to Georgia, Fort Stockton up to Denver. And then there's that 30% in the yellow slashed area where the significant large hail looks to occur. Alright, let's move on to the outlook for your Monday. And it should look something like this. Alright, you can see the general thunderstorm from portion of Oregon to portion of New Mexico, Arizona, portion of Texas, up around the Great Lakes from Michigan to Wisconsin, Minnesota, portion of Philadelphia area, then from Santa Fe, Albuquerque to Fort Stockton to Cleveland to Wilmington, North Carolina, New Orleans, marginal risk. Slight risk from Alexandria, Louisiana to Charleston, West Virginia, Charlotte, Charleston, and Columbia areas. Probabilities look like this. 5% from Santa Fe, New Mexico, all the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then Alexandria to Columbia, South Carolina. 15% risk area. All right, let's take a look at the weather radar. This is from Columbia, South Carolina. You can see we got a little bit of scattered activity east of Wadesboro, south of Waltersboro. That's where Beaufort and Hilton Head got a few showers and storm. This is the main line of severe weather that's producing a lot of damaging winds and some large hail, stretching from a portion of Anderson County all the way down into portions of Georgia. You can see this whole line is producing a line of severe thunderstorms as they continue to push east. So anybody from Spartanburg to Newberry to Greenwood to Columbia, Orangeburg, Barnwell, Aiken, Allendale down here, Aiken, Augusta, Wadesboro, Orangeburg, maybe Camden, Sumter to Lancaster. This line should continue to push east, and but it should start waning just a little bit. But I think there's going to be enough instability to keep this thing going pretty strong as it continues to push into the northern Midlands, the PD region, and even into the eastern areas along the I-95 corridor here in South Carolina. So it maybe be strong enough when it gets to the coastal areas as well. Something we'll have to continue to monitor. But stay tuned to your local NOAA Weather Radio broadcast on NOAA Weather Radios. Also your local media for more updates on this developing situation across central and western South Carolina, and then as it continues to push east. And also download the apps on these from these news stations. That's a good way to get warnings as well. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Saturday evening, folks, and take care, and we'll catch you back in the next one. And also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got